Hey there, y'all, and welcome to today's Daily Down and Dirty. My name is Fairlight. Welcome to Airy Fairy Tarot. All right, y'all, so before I go into the cards that come today, I just want to preface it with, I was kind of thinking about this reading that I did today. It was like a totally channeled message that came through. She did a palm in a tarot reading, but sometimes it just goes into all different kinds of things. It's fun what I get to do, and I'll get messages in my body. I'll get messages where I'll hear a lot of things. And one of the words that kept coming through was visceral, visceral, visceral. And I wasn't even sure that I was using it right because that's not really a word that I've used. But part of it, that word came through speaking of herself being a visionary and having the gift of the sight, but also recognizing the visceral effect that she has on reality. And it went deep into this thing. But the biggest thing that hit me about the reading was what I felt in my body and the power that she holds, and really that, I want to say that we all hold. It was especially emphasizing the feminine energy, but we all, and she was sitting here with her partner, and so who he embodies a masculine, and I was like, we all have our feminine energy. So whatever this is, but there's some sort of a I'm hesitant to use the word bypass, but that's what I hear. But I guess if I can say it the way I'm hearing it, we are bypassing a programming that is intended to subjugate the feminine. And in that bypassing, what I felt in my body and the message that was coming through her was, it did feel like it was going through the sacral chakra. And honestly, when I was recounting it to my friend, it felt like sexual trauma. Not that we've all experienced sexual trauma like in our personal lives, but the dominating paradigm has been very sexually traumatic towards all of us, I think, in making us feel shame and hold shame in that area of our body. All different kinds of things. Anyway, so I guess I want to preface it because this looks like such a personal, sad reading, but I just wanted to say it was these really big energies, and what the message was in taking me into that feeling and talking about her is overcoming. It's a standing your ground in a place within your own being that maybe you don't normally go there because it's such an uncomfortable place. And so we may not even know what we're being redirected from because it's so uncomfortable, but somehow, some way, standing in your power, the next phase of energy that I'm feeling, the next level of empowerment apparently is going to be to go into our sacral chakras and really face that discomfort and stand our ground. And I guess I don't like the word bypass because I take it with spiritual bypassing, and I know that I have had a strong tendency to do that, to try to go into the false positive. And it's always that balance where we don't want to get mired in our negativity, and so we don't want to bypass it. At the same time, we can start re-energizing it. And so I guess that's what it is. It's processing, it's alchemizing, moving through the energy. So that whole message wanted to come through. And then the cards that came out, it's the Star card upright. And then on either side of her fell this Two of Cups reversed and this Three of Swords upright. So if I were just looking at this and I were just doing a random reading for somebody, I would say obviously somebody is rising above a heartbreak. Here's this Two of Cups, which upright, this is true love. And then this being upright, this is heartbreak. And so very much it would be that. And I just love the Star card in itself. But also the star represents the energy of Aquarius. And we currently not only have the sun in Aquarius, but those of you that are into astrology know that we just experienced a huge shift from of Pluto moving from Capricorn into Aquarius. And so it does kind of feel like the new age of Aquarius somehow is going to embody rising above the codependency dynamic. And I really like that, rising above this codependency dynamic and expressing our truth, finding our true power, finding the power that we hold within our beings. I love that this is so hermetic, as above, so below, that just coming into the power of ourselves as manifestors, it kind of shows how the dynamic between the masculine and feminine has been such an imbalance, that we've been living such untruth. And then over here, to even more clarify that, we have the Ace of Cups upright, and then underneath we've got the Knight of Cups with the Four of Cups. And so it's like, and it's so funny because now that I think about it, my friend Desi was just talking about this very thing also, about when you seek outer validation, you always fall short of that. And you know, people can come in and love bomb you, but when you let external validation be your source of love, you're going to be feeling depleted or feel like you're not enough. You'll just go through those phases. But when you allow your love to come from within and just you open up to divine universal love, and I think that's part of the truth we're rising into, that whether we're partnered or whether we're not partnered, it's very important for us to stand in the light of our truth and to recognize that our manifestations are our own. And anytime we hand our power over to somebody else, someone or something else, you know, we usually end up heartbroken, and it ends up becoming a very big burden. And so I love, here's this Death card. I felt like I wasn't done pulling cards, I just didn't know. It's like we're cutting our ties from carrying the burdens of what no longer serves us as truth. And I really like that, you know, with this offer of love, this Knight of Cups offering love, it falls short of meeting the demands or whatever. But then with this severing ties from those burdens, then here comes this Knight of Swords with his truth. And there's something about severing and speaking truth that's just really highlighted in them with these two cards. So it's all of that. It does kind of look like we might be facing some purging energies still, and so just be aware of that. And maybe, you know, throughout, it felt like the next 6 months to a year, possibly beyond that, that we're really going to be transmuting this energy in our sacral chakras and redefining our relationship dynamics and really truly stepping into the power of our truth and the power of our words to manifest our reality. All right, that's all I have for today. Peace and love until next time.